Welcome back to the 2015 Malta Open, live from the Eden Super Bowl in St George's Bay, Malta. Into final step 2, and we'll give you a quick rundown of the players. We've got Mauro Anastasi from Malta, Mark Muscat Malta, Alexander Larsson from Sweden, Amanda Larkin from Ireland, Paul Stott Jr. also from Ireland, Justin Shikluna from Malta, Bjorn Inar Rudshagen from Norway, Bart van Kerkoven from Belgium, Elke Gorta, Netherlands, Patrick Mika, Netherlands, Daniel Balsam, England, Anzi Grabijan from Slovenia, Lyndon Walters from Wales, Alex Christophe, Cyprus, Marco Landman, Netherlands, Neil Sullivan, Malta, Jonas Jogren from Sweden, and Suabella from Malta. We're joined again by Rick, is it Vogelsang? Oh, sorry Rick, put your mic on.
No problem, yeah.
Joined by Rick?
Yeah, you got it right, Vogelsang.
Vogelsang. So we'll have a quick look at the final stage details of this round. Format, there we go. So yeah, final stage 2, 18 bowlers, qualifying position 7 to 12, plus 12 from final stage 1. We'll play 4 games from scratch, and the top 10 will go through to final stage 3. Non-qualifiers from this stage will be ranked 17th to 24th accordingly. So Rick, got a few of your boys and girls in there?
Yes, it's it was a bit nerve-wracking the first 4 games with Sue.
Yeah, Sue only just made it, didn't she? We had her down as well. We had read it down about 860, 870 maybe in the cup, but yeah. 842 in the end.
Yeah, but you know, missing a 10 pin followed by a split. That became a bit more nerve-wracking, but it looked like that the other ones who, you know, were in, you know, they also faulted at the gate in the 10th frame. So yeah. You know, it was only 3 pins, but you know, that's bowling.
That's it. Yeah, she's still in though.
Yeah.
Just the 2 women left in the tournament now.
Yes.
Amanda Larkin and Sue.
Yeah.
Amanda's just struck.
Yes. All you know, all the way through qualifying, she looked very, very good. Amanda, it's amazing the way she bowls, and all credit to Paul.
Yeah.
Paul Scott, who actually joins her.
Yeah.
So
coach and student.
Yeah, coach and
pair.
student on the same pair.
Kind of good for her, really, because she's got him there if things are not going well.
Well,
Amanda starts with a spare and a strike, Stotty with a strike, Elke Gorta opens up with a double. And nothing else.
Just that the even with this scoring pace, you know, this is you know, people don't know this, but you know, here in our first division league, you know, Team FINA, you know, they won the league. And apparently it wasn't a fluke, because all team players are still in. Like Mark Muscat, Justin.
I think if we're honest, Rick, the better players from Malta are actually still in the tournament.
Yeah, we still have Kenneth Harper to come in the next round, and also Team FINA player. So it's good.
Yeah, it's good that the home nation have still got players in there. I mean, they'd be very popular, a lot of shouting if the Maltese are still in at the end, which is usually the case.
Oh, we had a couple, you know, just missed it by a few pins.
So Amanda gets
Carried.
the double, yeah, carries. Paul Stott Jr., first 2, Justin. Probably due about a 300. He's gone a few days without the first 10, so he's about ready for another.
I think we have to say that he's on the TV pair, Justin, so he's...
Yeah, he'll perform on TV. The golden boy of Maltese bowling.
Well, overall, the Maltese did good. You know, even
they've held their own, haven't they?
You know, we had Mark Muscat, Philippe van Zel making, you know, improving on their personal best. So it's all with all, it's been a very good tournament for the Maltese bowlers.
Justin goes to front 3. It would be nice to see Justin play a little bit more in Europe, but as you've said on the stream before, it's difficult for the Maltese to go anywhere because everything's a flight.
Yes. So anybody who is listening,
yeah, if you want to sponsor this this kid in Malta that's pretty good,
sponsors are welcome.
You would think, though, with some of the companies that are in Malta, that there might be one or two of them could throw a few quid his way and get some promotion out of it.
Yeah, we got a lot of betting companies and.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't get something off the betting companies, have you tried them?
Yes, we tried, but
I find Rick, you just keep annoying the crap out of them. That's the only way to do it sometimes. If you keep every week, you send something every week.
Keep on knocking on those doors.
Yeah, you just got to be dedicated with it. People will eventually say, "Oh, God, give him €1,000 and shut him up."
Well,
so 2 players on the front 3 on 9 and 10. Stotty, Justin, and Amanda on a 9 spare double. Did you think the players that made it through that last round were kind of the expected ones, or?
Say that again, sorry?
Did you find that the previous squad, the players that made it through, were the ones that you would expect to make through? Maybe 1 or 2 went out that were a shock. Not a shock so much, but
the English guy. What was his name?
Lee Cocker.
No.
Which one? Oh, that's made it through. Daniel Balsam. Oh, Sam Rose.
Yeah.
We thought Sam had made it through.
I expected him to make it.
Yeah, he just didn't get going, I think.
He has a tremendous shot.
He does, doesn't he? Oh, Justin sets off and refuses, sets himself, waits for Stotty to go. He's a great little player, is Paul Stott.
Yeah.
I've got to stop saying little.
Yeah, well,
everybody knows he's small.
He's little and he's junior, so I think a lot of people will make that.
But I suppose if you've got junior at the end of your name, you've kind of always been. You're always going to be the younger one.
Oh, goes a bit wide.
Good
carries.
We did have a couple of technical issues leading into this squad, so don't be surprised if the connection goes down, and we'll get it up and running as quick as possible. It's not been too bad at the moment, but the minute I say that, we'll start getting a few problems. So Justin looking for front 4.
And he has to make an adjustment there.
You look at Justin sometimes and you think, why don't you win more than you do?
Yeah.
Is there something about him, his mental game or anything, that kind of has stopped him winning this in the past? He's strong.
No. Yes. Yeah.
He's just come up against good players when he's played them.
Exactly. And it takes quite a few years, to get. I was in Switzerland when we did the presentation for the girls and the juniors. Is that if they look from, let's take for example Mike Fagan and Kelly Kulik, they said, oh wow, what a good bowlers, oh they're so good. But then you go look back in the early 2000, they were in the USBC junior team. So a lot of people don't know. They don't come out of the blue, and here they are. Like Justin started to play really good bowling at the age of 18, 19. So he's now, this is 24, I think, 24, 25. So for me, it's the time. That has to come.
Yeah.
It takes a while. It takes, and especially, of course, we're here on the island, so on an international field, he doesn't have that wide of experience. He represented Malta a couple of times. Did good at the Mediterranean Challenge Cup. Won gold with his mum.
Yeah, I think if he got half the career that his mum's had, then he'd be more than happy. So what's the house like at your house? You must have like trophies coming out.
It depends how they play.
I bet you've not got any plates anymore. You eat off silver plates from tournaments, don't you? You don't.
Yes. Yeah.
You've got no plates anymore.
Yeah. You know, it's that's
Drinking out of the trophy.
bowling. You know, it's not like we're drinking out of gold bowling trophies, but we
You could do.
Yeah, we have some a nice collection. Oh, even Justin, you know, over the years, he arranged quite a nice selection in his room.
Have any of them got real metal on? You could melt them down and
No,
get yourself a few coins
yes. Sue has some, got some real gold. Got some from the MOC. That's real carat. So.
Cool. Oh, so if anything goes wrong, you can melt it all down and
Yeah. Buy a new bowling ball.
yeah. Get yourself a cheese and ham toasty. Yeah, so Justin goes front 5, Paul Stott front 5, Elko double 7 miss Turkey, Amanda 9 spare Turkey. Oh, well, gets a tap.
Looks like also Sue is doing quite well, I think. From there, I think it's like strike spare 4-bagger.
Yeah, don't be frightened to run down and give your guys a bit of coaching if they need them. Rick, we don't mind. Seen you around at a few tournaments, going from lane to lane.
Well, looks like everybody's doing good.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be a strong block, this one.
Makes life easy.
Yeah, I don't think 842 is going to cut it this time in this one.
Yeah, but it's also with the coaching, you know. They train the whole year, you know. The Maltese bowlers looking forward to this tournament all year long.
Yeah.
And they train very hard. You know, everybody, doesn't matter who it is, from young to old. And you know, then to come on the lane and coaching, overcoaching, that's just not good. You know, they're supposed to be, when they come here, they're supposed to be ready.
They're already finely tuned. It's just
you know,
a word of advice here and there.
Exactly. You know, and keep them calm. You know, but as soon as you start, oh, you did this wrong, you missed it, you did it, then that doesn't work.
Is that the art to being a good coach these days? Is knowing what to say at the right time?
Yeah.
The right thing to say at the right time.
Yeah, it's just to keep your during these tournaments to keep them calm and just let them repeat shot after shot, and most of the time they know already from, okay, I have to move this. Now if they don't see it or whatever, or get a little bit in problems, you know, then you can help them out. You know?
When you get a player that's playing really well and they're starting to feel the pressure of it, do you kind of talk about something else to take their mind off it?
Yeah. I've seen even people during the ECC, I think it was, they just read a book between frames.
Yeah.
I think Thomas Gross, he was reading a book. I saw Kirsten Penny doing it. Yeah, just to get the mind of it, you know.
It makes sense, really.
Yeah. Who is very good in that too, for what I've seen over the years, is from Greece, Alex Tunis. He's he's not a, you know, he doesn't want to say no, I'm a, but he's a very good, let's say, team manager. He is very, very good in keep the boys, you know, focused and you know, keep the mind of wandering around. And
yeah, I've heard the same about Rod Ross as well, because when you've got people like Tommy Jones and Chris Barnes and all the rest of them, what do you tell them guys?
So do you really have to?
How do you give advice to somebody as knowledgeable as those guys?
I don't think it's for him more that. I think it's more to keep them, you know, you know, focused.
Yeah.
I don't think that on technical wise he can put on that stage
anything
a lot of
new.
No.
It's another pair of eyes, I guess, more than anything.
Sure. Well, sometimes, you know, when you're standing from the back, you can see a little bit more if they don't, you know, if they don't get the feel.
But obviously, the key to being a good coach is knowing your players inside out.
Yes.
Knowing everything about them and being able to see those little slight differences, and they are slight. You know, only a trained eye would probably see them.
Yeah, but also the feeling itself. If you like, if we take Maro knew that that when he played, even when he played at 300, everything was falling in its place. He, you know, he felt it every shot. You know, as soon as he releases the ball, he knew it was good. He knew,
yeah.
You know, and but then when you bowl and it's not there, you know, then they start wondering, you know, making bad choices and you know, making adjustments on bad shots.
Keep your comments in chat coming in. If you just joined us, you're watching the 2015 Malta Open from Eden Super Bowl on the little island in the Mediterranean. Making a lot of noise this week for a little island, Rick.
Yes.
Front seven for the home favourite Justin Shakluna. Amanda Larkin, who only throws Storm equipment. 179 in the 8th with a double working. Paul Scott on a 279 pace.
Looks like he's going for number 8.
Bjorn Einar Rudshagen, a previous squad block winner, on a 200 in the 9th with a string of strikes. 5 in a row now.
Yeah, front 8.
Justin gets another one, front 8. We will see a 300, I think, at some point, and the favourite for it was always Justin. He does throw some big games in his home centre, unsurprisingly. Keep your comments and chat coming in. We've all gone a bit quiet on the chat. Hope you're enjoying the bowling this week. It's going to be exciting now for the next few hours. Stotty strikes again. What do you think the number will be this time, Rick?
Who's number 1 going to be?
What do you think the number will be for the top 10?
Oh. Well,
roughly. It's going to be quite high looking the way they've started off.
Yeah, that's can go to
defending champion Patrick
860.
Meeker, 860. Could be around about that, yeah. Might be a touch higher. I don't think it'll be lower this time. Defending champion Patrick Meeker, strike spare, turkey spare, strike spare. Yeah, he needs to kind of go off the sheet now just to give him, give himself a few pins.
Yeah, he has to do it this time. He has to do it from the other way around.
Yeah, yeah, he was hot yesterday, hot looking down, and now he's colder looking up.
Yeah.
Anze Grabijan, the Slovenian, going well, 5 in a row in frames 4 through to 8.
That's also a typical bowler that sneaks in and just how longer that tournament progresses, he gets stronger and stronger and stronger.
Paul Moore was a lot like that. If he's in the field, he's dangerous. He might not have a look for a long time, but he'll be there and thereabouts at the end.
Yeah, but they don't. You know, those bowlers, that type of bowler, you don't notice.
No, no.
And then suddenly he's
where
there.
did he come from?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm thinking that about Bjorn Einar Rudshagen at the moment. He won't mention him much on the stream. He was in the cut, but he wasn't up at the top. But he's one of the strongest players here. Yeah, I think he's definitely going to be last 8. Mungie 2000 out there in Spain says, can we chat about 1555 and still getting bonus pins? What did you think about that? The Swedish girl
got the front 9, Justin.
Actually, the 1555 was with ladies bonus pins.
Yes.
She did have 48 on that, but she still bowled 1500, which is what is the European record for female 6? That might well be it. I don't know if I've heard of another woman that shot over 15.
Nope.
Would have to check with the ETBF on that one. So just in front 9, crowd beginning to gather around us. If anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Justin. We'll find out. He's been clean all the way through this game.
Yeah, and good shots.
Yeah. And coming into a block like this, Rick, though, if you start off with that many strikes, you kind of calms you down. And
yes, it's a good foundation.
So Amanda Larkin looking for the first one in the 10th. She is really good. She's going to finish with about 248, and then she's going to get her 8 pins on top. Mudging, in return to going back to your the girl that bowled 15.55 and getting bonus pins, if you look at the field now, there's only 2 women left in the tournament. So the 8 pins is not really making a massive difference to the
Carried the number
event.
10.
First one in.
Little bit light, but got the carry.
I think what we might be able to do is, if he does bowl the 300, I can call him over, give him this headset, and if you ask him a couple of things, and maybe be the coach, give a quick impromptu interview.
Tell him a few
possibly.
adjustments.
Yeah, you could give him some coaching live on air. Let everybody see what. I don't think
what he can do better.
Yeah. Okay, you've had 300, but you're not doing this right.
Yeah.
So here we go. First one in the, second one in the 10th rather, 11th shot.
Came clean.
Yeah. He's going to do it.
Yeah.
He's going to do it. He's had a 299 this week.
It came out of his hand. Beautiful.
He gets a lot of revs on the ball.
Yeah. And by the way, that's a Hypercell skit, what he's using.
Hypercell.
Yeah.
Roto, isn't it? Roto grip.
Yep.
Another good shot from Amanda. She finishes with a 255 with ladies bonus, 247 scratch. She's going to make it through, I'm sure, unless something happens in the next 3 games. 239 for Bjornina Rudsager.
Elko 239.
239 for Elko. Some big scores going in early on.
Yeah.
But none as big as this one. So for 300.
Justin. A bit wide.
Yes! Yeah, right. So I'll call Justin over and we'll get a quick impromptu interview. Justin. Stick that on. Rick's going to ask you.
Hey, congratulations. Which
Thanks.
number was this?
9, I think.
Number 9. Still, you can do a little bit better. No, just keep on going, man. It's,
yeah, I hope so.
Yes. No, congratulations, and on TV again. So
yeah.
Keep going.
Thanks.
I like that. You can do better.
Yes.
I'm not sure how. Back to back now. Come on. We haven't seen a back to back yet.
Yeah.
So just waiting on another lane to finish. So we'll go off to a quick commercial break. And we'll be, hang on, we'll stick with Stotty because Stotty's on a decent game. 279, so 300 and a possible 279, and the low number with a 247.
Yeah, Patrick with another strike, 239.
Oh, this is going to be a big block at the moment.
Anzi 230. Oh, you can go 247.
Oh, 710 pocket from Stotty. That's the time to do it.
Okay.
So we'll go off to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in a few minutes for game 2. And we should have some scores. But it's anybody on a 180 at the minute is probably out of the tournament already. So we'll be back in 47 seconds. And we're back live at the Malta Open in Eden Super Bowl, the 20-lane Eden Super Bowl. We've just had another 300 game. That's the 6th one of the championships this year and the first one this year for Justin Scicluna, the son of Suabella. He had a 299 earlier in the week as well, and every couple of years, every other year, he does bowl a 300 in this event. I think he's maybe had 2 or 3 in this event now. 9 in total, I believe.
Yes, second of the season. This season.
Yeah, the kid can play, that's for sure. Anzi Grabijon, 237. Patrick 239. And Dan Balsam is at 180 or 190. He's going to be out of the event early on unless he cracks on. Wilco says, is there a link to see the scores? Yes. If you go to edensuperbowl.com, you can see scores from previous rounds. This particular round, the scores won't be up until after the block has finished. But we'll have some scores in a few moments' time. We know the leader at the moment for sure is Justin Scicluna.
Then I think in second, Amanda.
No,
Paul.
Paul
260.
possibly, unless there was something up the top end there. A lot of 230s there.
Yeah.
So a couple of minutes, we should have the scores for you. But that was a hell of a first game, Rick.
Yeah.
I think what we were saying, we're going to revise the
Yes,
the
yes.
860, the cut line for the top 10.
875.
I think I'm edging towards 900 at the moment. We'll know after the second game. Must be quite heartbreaking though that to go out on say 899, 100 over, and you go out the event for the top 10. Amanda hits the pocket and leaves a 10-pin in her first shot of the second game. And a moment away from the scores, they're just away now. Thank you very much. So yeah, Justin Scicluna confirmed as the leader on 300, 279 for Jonas Sjögren from Sweden, 266 for Paul Stock in third, Amanda Larkin in fourth with a 255 with ladies bonus, Sue Abella in fifth, Sue had a 237 and 245 with ladies bonus. Big Elko still going strong, 239. In seventh now, Bjorn Inar Rudshagen with 239. In eighth, Patrick Mika with a 239 as well. Anzi Grabijan in ninth with 237. And the cut at the moment, 234 average. Neil Sullivan, Bart van Kukkoven with a 223. Alexander Larsen with a 220. Alex Christophe with a 217. Mark Muscat with a 203. Marco Landman 200 dead. Then Dan Balsam 188. Mauro Anastasi 185. And Lyndon Walters with a 171. So Mauro's got a lot of work to do. If this scoring pace continues,
We're going to be on 900.
yeah, you'd be looking at 230 average and maybe out of the tournament. Bjorn Inar Rudshagen front two. Bart van Kukkoven front two. Patrick opens up with a strike. Running out of honey now. Keep your comments and chat coming in. My name's Dom Gall from TalkTemping.net, in partnership this week with Bowling TV's Marco Landman and Simon Sheppers. Also in partnership with Herbert Bickel and Bowling Digital with Flavio Cuva. Hoping to see some of Flavio's super slow-mos during the later stages of the final. Almost certainly in the final we'll try and get some slow-mos and some action replays and that kind of thing. Rudshagen opens up with front three. You might need to keep your eye on Sue, just to make sure she's okay going through. If she needs any advice at any time, Rick.
Yeah, I can see it since you're from here.
Sue as a player, obviously, I mean, you're blinkered by your views on her, but she's very accurate. There's not often she leaves anything less than an 8. You know, she might come and hit the head pin and leave 3 in the corner, but is a lot of 9s and a lot of 10s, and fairly uncomplicated style. Elko Gorta with front 2. I think Elko's bowling his dream tournament at the moment, though. He's still in, he's bowling really well.
Yeah, yeah, I think well, he was happy, very happy this morning. He was very happy that he made it through again. So I think coming into this stage, that still quite a well, the majority of the bowlers will say, okay, got nothing to lose now. So
no. And to be fair, Elko always got a smile on his face anyway. Even when he's gone out of the tournament, he's got a smile on his face. So Bjorn Ruchagan, he's had a look at what Justin's done on 9 and 10 and gone, I'm having a piece of that. He's gone front 4 now. Yeah, I think if we had another 300 on 9 and 10, do you think the next players going on there, I think, oh, I'm ready for this.
Yes, it's been, yes, I think it was yesterday all day, even including the Desperado, that 9-10 was the high scoring pair.
It was actually 11 and 12 yesterday. There were 3 from 11 and 12 and 1 from 7 and 8, I think. But 9 and 10 have been high scoring all week, certainly on the live stream. But I'm not sure if people, when they come to the middle of the house rink and they see the cameras, they, oh, hang on a minute, I'm going to have to throw, there's somebody at home watching me.
No.
Keep your comments and chat coming in. Thanks to everybody that's joined us. Give a shout out to some of the people we can see there. Arava, Cappy, Devangleen, Jeff, Johnny, Kenneth, Mudgy, Naf, Selwyn, hi Selwyn, Fjord, Stevie D, Wilco, and more. Thanks for joining us today. Please spread the web address far and wide. We want some big numbers today for the finals. And we want to give you some great bowling, which we're certainly being delivered at the moment. Frame us home, we'll be coming up to the midway point of the second game. Elko Gorta still on front 3. Give you a rundown of the scores again. In first place, Justin Shakloon with that 300 game. Jonas Sjögren with 279 and Paul Stott Jr. with 266 with the top 3. Outside the cut at the moment, Bart van Koven, Alexandra Larsen, Alex Christophe, Mark Muscat, Marco Landman, Daniel Balsam, Morrow, Anastasi and Lyndon Walters.
Bjorn just has front 5. Justin finally found it on 11-12, so let's see if he can continue that. It was a little shaky.
Alexander Larsen on a 280 pace, strike 9 spare Turkey.
Amanda on 7 and 8 is also struggling a bit to get that corner piece away.
Yeah. 2 9 spares, a strike and a 9 spare for Amanda. Coach Stotty with a double 9 spare, just getting up on the approach.
Yeah,
now.
but he has to watch himself as well because he wants to get through as well.
Yeah, he don't want to get through at the expense of his player, but at the same time. The 2 Irish left in the tournament. Stotty leaves a corner pin as well. So Bjorn Ruchagan front 5. Are we going to see back-to-back 300s on that pair? We're in pink today.
Come on. Yep, we got it.
Yeah.
Ruchagan.
He wasn't sure about it.
Yeah, I don't know, you know.
Starfish 11, Patrick Mika.
He started his first 6 with the, I think the Slovenian national shirt. And I said, I didn't know you got a new passport.
I was looking for players the other day, and they're all wearing different shirts.
Yes.
Like one player wasn't even here, like Romanian. Where is he on the list?
Yes, it was Romania, sorry. Yeah, correct. Yeah, that was a Romanian national shirt.
Where's this guy? I've not seen him on no list, Romania.
Okay. We just saw now lane number 15, the ball rolling the other way.
Oh, somebody hit the sweep.
Coming back.
There was a bit of a hey, went up, so I don't know if somebody hit the sweep or don't often see that in tournaments anymore. Oh, stone 9 from Bart van Kerkoven.
Yeah, he's got it back again. Double for Justin.
Just gets a few tips from Rick. So Bjorn Runchagen, front 6. Pick of the players, certainly in front of us. We should maybe go to the other side of the house just to let you see what's going on. Mark Muscat there. More Anastasi, it's a strike. Good morning to you, streamer 1824. Who's this? Shagan in the pocket again. Doesn't carry the 7 this time. Late falling 5-7, but 5 went, the 7 stood. So we're not going to get a 300.
Nope.
From Bjorn.
I think everybody else is. I think it's going to be the next game.
Alexander Larsen, 5 in a row, 280 pace. I think where the scores are going, we could well be on a 260 average for 2 from a lot of the players, or 2 or 3 of the players.
So what will go through your mind? You know, the guy from Belgium, Bart van Kerkhoven. You know, you're bowling with 2 other bowlers. You bowling very well. You know,
and they're bowling better.
Yes. You know, I didn't carry one less than the rest. And probably would have been a perfect shot.
Yeah, it's 40 pins behind.
Justin went wide. Oh, and took number 13 bus from Slima all the way to Valletta.
Good morning to Joe Cundy. What time is step 3? I'm not sure, to be honest. Joe, let me check the.
Is that 12?
Was it? It's going to be slightly delayed, whatever happens, I think.
1:30?
It was scheduled for 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
So I think we'll probably make that. Maybe. I think it might be about 1:30, Joe. We are running a little bit delayed. We usually are on the Sunday.
Yeah.
But Dazzler will be on by then, and Rob Thurby, of course. Still some fantastic players to come into the finals yet. So Alexandra Larsen looks to be the pick of the players now. Patrick Meeker on 117 in the 6th, and no doubles yet in this game, so he's going to have to start picking up some doubles.
Lane 13, 14, the Alex is going through hell. You got strike, split, spare, split, split, split. Oh.
Yeah, so it looks like we could be saying goodbye to Alex Christophe. Joe Cundy, thanks, looks good. Thanks, Joe. We've had one or two technical issues with the internet dropping out, but the quality
looks pretty
of the
stable at the moment.
Yeah.
Looks like they
The rest of Malta are asleep.
go fix the problem.
It can do what it wants when we finish, as long as we get through to the final with no problems. If you've missed any of the scores or the reports so far, get yourself off to bowlingdigital.com and also talk10minute.net.
He finally listened to me, Justin.
At least he listened. Spare, open, spare, and then 4 in a row for Justin. Selwyn the Jester says, well done, Marco.
Oh, oh, oh.
Marco at the moment is back in 15th on the 200. 100 pins behind Justin after the first game.
Looks like after all those high games, even now, some little mistakes here and there, slip-ups, you know.
Oh, you can be 0 to hero or the other way around in no time. Hero to 0. Asking if we can watch another lane. Yes, of course you can. We'll come down to this side of the house. Patrick Meeker there with a split. So Patrick Meeker not having the best of times in this game. He did have a good first game in 8th with a 239. Does it still say final step 1? No, it says final step 2. Ah, right, on the other. Yeah, I see it, yeah. Yeah, I'll sort that out now. We forgot to change the text on the other camera. Sorry for the confusion there, folks. We had half the house on final step 2 and half the house on final step 1. We've got final step 2, and we'll go back to this camera again. Ramon Hilfering will be playing in final step 3, and Peter Smits is not here. And as Arava says, the final step is scheduled for 1 o'clock. Yeah, FG says the graphics on the camera are different.
I think they can make it because I don't think there is any lane maintenance between that step. So we are now.
I'm sure they'll be all in the lanes, won't they, before the final step 3. The new players are coming in, so
I know that
it'll be fresh. It's bound to be fresh for
I know
the new players.
The management took an announcement, or it is the step afterwards. Maybe that
it might be the step afterwards, but with the next players coming in, it wouldn't be fair for them to come in on the burn. Not when the other players have been on it.
Well, Ramon is coming in now.
Sorry?
Ramon is coming in.
Ramon, yeah.
I don't think he needs that.
Right, it doesn't matter what we bring in for Ramon. Throw him in the car park, he'd probably win.
Oh. Nice carry of Bjorn.
And Ruchagan having a good game. We'll give you confirmation of scores as they come through. Obviously we'll go to a short sponsored commercial break at the end and be back with the scores after 2. It's going to be an interesting step.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a slight shake-up after this game with the scores, because it's
Players look to be struggling on 7 and 8. Looks like the dodgy pair at the moment. Yeah. Amanda and Paul Stott and Suabella down there, and none of them are really flying compared to some of the scores we've seen further up the house. I've not seen too many players going to the other pair that they're going next to see what the scores are.
I've seen a few, and
not so many in this one, but yeah.
And it's here the lanes, except the lanes are pretty flat. The 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 has a slight depression in the head area. So, but if you play slightly in, it doesn't make that much of a difference, board here and there. But overall, the lanes here are very, very flat, nice and level. So
and they play roughly the same across the
yes,
house.
it's more the
you play most of your leagues at the top end, don't
yes,
you?
it's more the wear and tear that makes the more the lane friction coming in play, you know, of the wear.
263 for Bjorn Rudshagen gives him 502.
It's on the look. Let's say the look. It's here on the left a little bit faster than on the right. The right because of the you know, the wear.
The amount of traffic.
Yes, the amount of traffic that's been played on and
over the same sort of area. I guess this bottom end of the house, the balls are getting sprayed everywhere, whereas there's a lot of right-handers up there.
Yeah, we got, you know, lanes one, let's say 3 to 6. It's the only time of year they see oil during the Malta Open.
Yeah.
Other than that, the whole year it's nothing. It's bone dry.
Yeah.
Ooh, and again leaving the 10 suit.
236 for Alexander Larsen. Sue.
Yeah, gonna be
Sue's
190.
Yeah.
195 with
19. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
195 if she spares
yeah,
strikes.
it's
Amanda as well, struggling.
both 3 players are struggling to carry the 10 pin or the 7. And here she does it. So.
Yeah, she can only really tap out for a 193 Amanda.
Yeah.
We'll give her a 201 with ladies bonus like, but going backwards with a 200 unfortunately. Paul Stott Jr. doing okay though, 197 in the 9th with a
yeah,
strike
I think he didn't give the last tip to Amanda. I thought I would keep this one for myself on that pair.
I love you, Amanda, but I want to win this. That's a good coach, though. You know, you don't let them win. If you want to win, you're gonna have to go past me first. He's saying.
Still need the upper hand.
Bart van Kerkhoven finishes with a 226. Justin, after that 300, he's going to finish with a
242.
Yeah, 242 maybe. Patrick with a 188, 427. He's going to have a lot of work to do now. But he's got big games in him as Patrick, so.
Elko 204.
I think probably as far as Patrick's concerned now, if he makes the next round, at least he's defended his title
with honor.
With some kind of honor.
Look, it's I still find, you know, if you can come to this stage, it's impressive. You know, we got 115 bowlers.
And at least 70 or 80 of them are talented, proper talented.
Yes.
So about a moment away from end of the game. No big scores coming in for the next few minutes. So we'll go off to a short break, Rick, and we'll be back in about 4 minutes' time, so don't go away. And we've got some scores after 2 games. Justin Shakluna still leading on a 271 average. 542 in second place. Bjorn Inar Rushagen from Norway with 502. In third place, Jonas Sjögren with 495. In fourth, Paul Stott Jr. with 493. In fifth, Neil Sullivan from Malta with 458. In sixth, Amanda Larkin with 440. Alexander Larsson with 456 in seventh. Bart van Kekoven with 449, tied with Anzi Grabrijan. And in 10th, and on the cut line is Suabella with 429. And then underneath, Elke Gorte with 443, Patrick Meeker with 427, Marco Landman with 417, Mark Muscat with 397, Lyndon Walters with 386, Daniel Balsam with 366, Alex Christophe with 354, and bringing the rear at the moment, Mauro Anastasi with 353. So it looks like the scores went down a little bit there, Rick.
Yes, yeah. We've seen that, you know, few mistakes here and there, splits. Looked in the looked like in the first game, I think almost everybody had almost a clean game.
One of the youth streamers saying there, please someone help me, it says this popular channel has reached maximum capacity for free viewing, what can I do? We'll find Simon Shepherd and see what we can do. If we're getting way too many hits, I think he's out the centre at the moment, but we'll see what we can do about that, folks.
No, he's over there.
He's over there. I didn't know we were capped on Ustream.
Looks like we're quite popular this morning.
Yeah, it looks to be. There's
Or
not
afternoon
there's not
already.
a limit on Ustream, is there? There shouldn't be a limit. Are you in now and watching 23041? We're seeing the numbers going up and up still. We've had 500 or 600 on before, so it shouldn't be a problem. You'll try and log in a couple of times, and you'll get in, says D Van Glean. People drop in and drop out, but we're not capped. You know, we're expecting a lot more than the numbers that we've got at the moment. We're probably expecting to double or treble that by the finals.
Signal is good.
Yeah, seems to be. You're just joining us. We're into Game 2 of the 2015
Game
Malta
3.
Open. Game 3, sorry.
Yeah.
Of,
Are we going fast?
Yeah, we're going too quick. Too quick for me. I do like finals day though, Rick. It's okay commentating on 6-game blocks for 3 squads a day, but quicker and faster and more accessible are the finals.
Yeah, I think. Let's see if they can settle down now and after this little bit low scoring, or what low scoring, what we've been treated to in the past. Looks now that 7-8 is 3 strikes, 9 spare, 9 for Bart from Kerkhoven.
We can close Marco's down actually, and then at least we'll get an extra person on. Yeah, keep logging in, you'll get in. But they shouldn't be restricted. We're seeing the numbers going up and up. I think we're up to 160 people watching live at the moment.
Yeah. If there's some of the senior boaters are watching at the moment, you know, October we're going to have the Malta Open for the seniors.
Yeah.
7 until the 11th of October.
I'm getting close to that age as well, Rick. I might be coming over and live streaming that one before long.
The weather is going to be still good.
Yeah, I might do the Senior Open this year, Rick. Do a bit of live streaming. I can get some sponsors, dentures and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yes.
Patrick, doing a little bit better this time. 9 spare turkey. No? Yeah, the numbers are still going up. We're up to 165 watching and still going up. It might be a problem with Ustream at the moment, I'm not sure, but we're not restricted by the amount of viewers we can have. Marco Landman, strike 9 spare Turkey. If he carries on like this and bowls a couple of good games, we won't be seeing Marco on commentary anytime soon. Keep your comment and chat coming in. I hope the show's coming through okay. Oh, nice and clear.
Justin leaving the 2-pin after a 4-bagger. 13-14.
He just needs a half-decent game in here, doesn't he, now, really?
Yeah.
He's done enough over 2 so far. Another 210, 220. It'll give him a lot of breathing space.
Mara just doesn't seem to get it right.
No, he's not getting the look he wanted, I think, this morning.
No, it's too many splits.
I would say, looking at the scores, I think Mark Muscat, Lyndon Walters, Daniel Balsam, Alex Christophe and Moro, we're not going to see them. But from Patrick upwards, possibly even Muscat, there's a chance to make the top 10. Suabella, the number at the moment, with 429. But we do want to see a couple of ladies, well, the only 2 ladies left in the tournament. It would be nice to see them both make the next round as well.
But it's for the, let's say, for the people like what we said the game before, you know, that were struggling on 9 and on 7 and 8 to carry the corner pins. You know, they change lanes, got three different players.
Yeah, and they're flying.
And
2 of them are.
Yeah, and 2 seem to have it, to see the ball rotation or different entry angle. And
I think it's entry angle. If you looked at Sue and Amanda, they don't get the same amount of revs as Paul.
Look at
and Paul was the better player on there.
You know, so Bjorn made the move from 9-10 to 7 and 8, and got strike 9 spare. 5
in a row,
yeah.
Yeah, it's flying. Beyond again.
Yeah, but then from here, I also like to wish our senior team, men's team that is playing in Italy, all the best of luck. You know, we
good
got
luck, guys.
Yeah, we got Mark Spiteri, our president Paul Ballacchino, Sammy Borch, and Giancarlo Tulli. So from here,
Paris as well.
and yes, yeah.
Justin on the front 4 and a 9 spare. Neil Sullivan with a strike, couple of spares and a turkey. Who's that on the front 6, Rick? Muscat?
Yes.
Matt Muscat front 6.
He is one of the in my group, let's say the this year most improved bowler.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just became a daddy.
Yeah.
And
we were talking about that yesterday. He's going through the new dad syndrome of late nights and not much sleep. And
yeah, he was complaining yesterday from, you know, couldn't sleep and that, but
the first few weeks you kind of worry that they're still breathing on a night and stuff.
yes,
and
yes.
if they're not making a noise, you're worried.
Yes, but it wasn't so much, you know, the improvement of bowling, but mentally he got it together.
Yeah. He can play. He's not a bad player.
Yeah.
So yeah, your top 3 at the moment: Justin Shakluna with 542, followed by Bjorn Ina Rudshagen with 251 average, 502, and then Jonas Djurgren with 495, just 2 bits ahead of Paul Stott in 4th. Thanks again to everybody that's joined us on the chat. Hope you're enjoying the show. Into frames 6 and 7 of the 3rd game. Alexander Larson, double 9 spare turkey. Can't quite see Patrick Meeker's score. Marco Landman flying, 280 pace. Strike 9 spare, 6 in a row now. Marco's trying to get out of doing commentary, I think, Rick.
Well, I think he will prefer to throw those games than doing the commentary.
Nah, I'd prefer him out there, to be honest. Getting some big numbers on the live stream at the moment there. Thanks to everybody that's watching us. My name's Dom Gold from TalkTemping.net, and we're in partnership this week with Bowling Digital and Dutch Bowling TV, and also QubicaAMF, who kindly put money into the tournament in qualifying, which meant all the players had a chance to win a €50 prize for the high squad win. Next year we hope to double that. But thanks again to Darren Lewis and Roger Creamer at QubicaAMF UK. And please go check out some of their products this week. The new scoring system, BestX, by far the best scoring system on the market today, and now in 350 centres worldwide and growing. The only scoring system at the moment where you can log into Facebook and let your friends know how you're bowling in the centre that's got the system. Oh, we've got Patrick. We've got Patrick down here. 9 spare, 5 in a row, and then a 9 miss. Patrick just outside the cut after 2 games.
Yes. And again leaves the 10.
But only by about 18 pins. He was behind Sue Abella.
Sue just opened with the 4-6.
I'm joined in the commentary booth at the moment by Rick Vogelsang from the Netherlands originally, but
yes, born and raised in The Hague.
Now the coach of a host of Maltese players and the up-and-coming stars from the country, and also Switzerland. The national coach announced this year, and he's been working with them, travelling to and from Switzerland to get them match ready.
Yeah.
1-year deal, 2-year deal? Is it kind of a rolling deal?
I have a 3-year contract with the federation. So we made a program for them.
Is it performance related? Have you got targets to hit, or?
No, they were quite honest with with it. That it's a whole new federation, new president, new people, and
right.
Everything has to be set up.
So you're building the groundwork for whoever comes in the future, be it you or somebody else. Yeah, that's good. Marco Landman, absolutely creaming it at the moment. Strike 9 spare, and he's going to sheet it for a 280 with 1 more strike.
Mark Muscat got the front 9.
We better spin the camera onto Muscat in a minute. In fact, we'll do it now, so that we don't miss it. We hope we don't jinx him, but it would be the second 300 of the day, and the second by a Maltese player if he gets it. Justin Chicluna in the first game of this block bowled 12 perfect strikes. I mean, perfect. He couldn't have thrown 12 better ones. And he still got interviewed afterwards, and his coach Rick said, "You can do better."
Put a skirt on and get 8 bonus.
Yeah. Why are you happy? That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Huh?
Why are you happy? That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yes. That's.
So Marco finishes with a 278. He's going to be buzzing at the moment. for Bjorn Ina Schagen. Gives him 709, is it? 709? No, 779, get it right. Nearly lost him 70 pins there. They were low scoring until you two went on.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes.
278 and a 279 on 7 and 8.
Yes.
Patrick 195 in the 9th with a spare working. Finish with a 235 if he taps out. And I think he probably needs to. Just to make sure. Defending champion Patrick only squeezed through in the 4th Desperado place last night, and he thought he was out. He just sneaked it in by about 3 pins.
Okay, he's spared off. Mark Muscat didn't make it.
That's because we put the camera on him.
Yes. But still, he will climb up.
No, he certainly will. He was in 14th place, so he's probably gonna go past. Well, he's not gonna go past Marco. He might go past Elko. Might even go past Sue. But he's gonna.
Sue needs to strike out because
She does actually.
yes,
Yeah. It's 214 off the sheet.
and
There's the
she
first
got,
one.
She got the 10.
Keep your comments and chat coming in. Just joined us. You're watching the 2015 Malta Open. 702 for Alexander Larsen. And probably safe to say with a 557 Lyndon Walters, we're going to be saying goodbye to the Welshman. But he can hold his head up high. He's bowled really well this week.
Well, Justin only squeezed out at a 201.
201.
Yeah, 743.
He's probably still going to be leading with that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to. Well, no, he's not actually. It looks like Bjorn Rudshagen's going to take over.
Yes.
Justin in second, and a big jump for Marco Landman. We'll find out in a few moments' time. Just a couple of frames away from the end of this 3rd game with 1 to go. We're due to be back at 1 o'clock, but it's looking more like it's going to be 1:30 for final step 3. And we will have the introduction of a number of players. The top 8 will be joining the 10 from here. Yeah, so just to confirm to people that are watching, 18 bowlers now. Qualifying positions 7 to 12, plus 12 from final stage 1 are playing 4 games from scratch, and the top 10 will go through to final stage 3. And in the next step, the top 16 bowlers will play 2-game knockouts for total pinfall, including any bonuses, and the top 6 will be qualifying. So the seeds, the top 8 seeds are coming in the next round, and those seeds are Ramon Hilferink from the Netherlands, the Iceman, came 2nd in the last 2 years and looking to go one better this year. Annie Thorell, who bowled really well in qualifying. She had a run of games at the beginning, 248, yes. 268, 288, 248, 248, 207 in a block. Kenneth Harper in 3rd, Darren Cundy, Rob Thirlby, Glenn Richardson. Oh, it's top 6 that come in, not the top 8, top 6. To answer a quick question from Flavio asking what time the final is going to be. Let's look down the list. The final, stage 6 grand final, is going to be round about 4 o'clock, probably 4:30. It's scheduled for 4 o'clock. It could well be 4:30. We'll have a quick break and we'll be back in a few moments. Just a quick advert from our sponsors. So we'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to game 4. Moments away from scores for you. And it's going to get exciting now. They're still not finished. They're too slow. So scores in about, oh, they've finished now, so we'll have them in about 30 seconds. Alex Christophe and Lyndon Walters look like they're out. Just in front of us, Marco Landman. After that big game, it's probably going to be in the top 10. We'll get confirmation of that in a moment. Keep comments and chat coming in. Thank you. So, from Norway, Bjorn Einar Rutschagen, the leader with 2:59, average 7:79. Paul Sott Jr. from Ireland in second, 7:70. Justin Cicluna drops to third with a 2:47, 7:43. In fourth place, Alexander Larsen with 7:02. And then two players on 6:95, Anza Grabchan and Marco Landman. In seventh place, Jonas Jürgen with 6:86. Neil Sullivan with 6:83. In ninth, Amanda Larkin with 6:55, 6:79 with ladies bonus. And the number at the moment is Mark Muscat with 6:76. Just outside the cut, Elka Gorta with 6:68, Patrick Mika with 6:62, Suabella with 6:56, Bart van Kerkoven with 6:38, Daniel Bolson with 5:76. Got closer. Yeah. Taking photographs of the scores. Daniel Bolton does say 5:76, Alex Christophe 5:60, Lyndon Walters 5:57, and Maura Anastasi 5:23. So top 10, 76 over. So we were kind of round about that, Rick. We said about 60, 70 over.
Yeah. Marco is flying.
Come on, Marco. Focused at the minute, front three. You take those ones now. Alex Christophe front two. He's already bowled a 300 this week, but it looks like he's going out the event unless he bowls one now. Suabella with a strike, 7-2 strike. Maura Anastasi with a spare 9 miss strike. I think we're going to be saying goodbye to Maura. Alexander Larsen, front three. Little Starfish, a double. Patrick Mika. Andy Grabijan also on a double on 7 and 8. Luckily for Rick, he's got Suabella just in front of him.
Yes.
So he can motion any advice if needs be.
Well,
what would you be telling her at this point?
Please strike from now on.
It's an honest answer to an honest question.
She needs them. I think she's 40 pins away from the cut.
Yeah. Keep your eye on Facebook because people are taking photographs of the scores. And
she listened.
She did, yeah. A very strong competitor, Sue, though, to be fair.
Yes.
You'll be seeing her a lot in Europe over the winter months. She's going to be playing the QubicaAMF Bowling Promotion Cup in France. 4 tournaments over 4 venues, and will be on Eurosport, I think.
Yes. Yeah, that's going to be a great event.
TV.
Yep.
Getting bigger and bigger each year is the Bowling Promotion Cup, run by Bruno Bidoni, who plays in his own event. I think Bruno's just got a bit of money, hasn't he? And he thought, I'm going to have my own tournament and I'm going to play in it. Yes. And it's a cool tournament. Marco Landman, front 4. Alexander Larsen, front 4. So we're going to see a race to the finish for some of the players.
I think now all brakes are off.
Yep. Gets your head down and finish the job.
Dig deep.
Oh, how many cliches can we go through?
Yes.
Patrick Mika, front 3. Oh, yes.
Super.
Another one from Sue. Getting a bit animated now as well. She's feeling it.
Yes, she feels the pressure. Oh.
Is it a rude question to ask? How old is Sue now?
48.
48. She's not bad for a 48-year-old, is she?
No.
At that level, I mean, there's a lot of senior women, but there's not many really good ones. Not in Europe, anyway.
She, she does a lot of work. She has a normal, do a normal work, but a lot of gym.
Oh, Marco, come on! That's not allowed. 7-10 and then just double messenger. What the
heck? And then sometimes, it's not, and then you
drill the pocket and leave a 10 pin or a stone 8 or stone 9.
Yeah, you can understand that some bowlers don't want to watch the other bowler.
No, it's got to be pretty annoying when you're throwing good shots and somebody's just spraying it everywhere and getting 10.
You're trying to hit the pocket, boom, 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 and the other ones are carrying in the Brooklyn and right, left, and center. Oh, go light.
Oh, hit it. Go on.
Yes. Okay, I take everything back I just said about Marco.
Yeah, she knows she's on TV. She's just getting into practice for France.
That was a super shot.
Selwyn and Jesse said, I was just looking at my list of long weekends. I may be able to do the Malta Senior if it fits in. Yeah, give it a try. Get yourself over, Selwyn. You'll have fun.
Yeah. And especially the weather is still very good.
Oh, God, yeah. It's the beauty of Malta, though, isn't it? You come over and you play a competitive tournament.
Yeah, the rest of Europe have their winter clothes out already, and we're still walking around in shorts.
So Marco Landman looking for front 6. This is where we'll see if he's got the luck riding.
Justin started as well, good with the front 4.
That's high, Marco. Dropped your pace there.
Yep.
Patrick Mika, front 3 and the 9 spare. Hansi Grabijan double, 9 spare strike.
All right, so strike again.
Now she's on it.
Oh, Neil.
Neil misses a
Missed
single
the
pin, yeah.
7 pin.
Oh, that doesn't cost him. He was in the cut. I'm not sure if Neil's watching. Neil, maybe confirm the date of the Senior Open.
7th till the 11th of October.
7th to the 11th of October. Depending on entries, it's possible I might be over live streaming, you never know. I'll have to have a word with Shackleton's High Seaters, the seniors, get a sponsor. That's one for you older people out there. Is it Justin gone front four? For a change?
Oh.
A single pin miss for Mark Muscat. This Marco keeps turning it up. I turn that down to there. For some reason, Marco likes to have the pins.
Yeah.
Come on, Sue. Working a 5-bagger, looking for 6.
Oh,
not this time. Justin's gone the front 5. Hansi Grabijan on a 279 pace. Patrick Backer also on a 279 pace. Patrick Mika.
the other one.
The other one. Patrick Backer's not even here. Ah, go on, Starfish. He's got a crowd of people around him watching, him and Hansi. The navigators watching and the English players. Suabella picks up her single pin. Marco Landman on 278 pace, so a lot of 270 paces there, Rick. And
yes.
300.
It's can't see from here 17, 18, but Bjorn looks like. Oh my God!
We'll go to that side of the house so you can see.
I think he got spare 6 in a row.
Neil Sullivan hits a double after that open frame, back on it, and he's yes. So he kind of 869. He's pretty safe with that, you would think, with the frame still to go. Lyndon Walter's starting to strike, but it's too little, too late. He's going to be out of the tournament. Same with Alex Christophe. We're going to say, unfortunately, goodbye to Alex, who bowled a 300 this week. Marco Landman still on his 278 pace, as is Patrick Mika. Turkey spare double. Hansi leaves a 7-pin and needs to keep striking. He's on 821 with 5 frames to go. Should be safe. We were predicting at least 70 over, 80 over maybe for this block. Unfortunately, Mora Anastasi, we're going to say goodbye to him, but good luck in Japan in 3 weeks' time.
Ah, is it 3 weeks? Ah, okay.
I think they said it's about 2 weeks, two or 3 weeks,
yeah.
something like that. I'm not sure of the exact date. Good shot from Sue. Back on 10. Gives her 861. Should be safe with another frame still to go.
Yeah, we said 860.
Yeah, might be a touch higher than that.
Yeah.
But then again, we were overextending last time and it was lower.
Well, we got 860 with a couple of frames. 860. Yeah.
Selwyn on the chat says Weber Cup might be around about that weekend. We need to get confirmation of where it will be this year and the actual dates. I presume Matchroom will be firing them out very shortly. Front 6 now for Justin.
Yeah.
Is he going to bowl 2 300s in the first 2 steps of the day? We will find out.
Just Neil Sullivan just had a slight hiccup in the 7th, but struck in the 10th again, so he will finish up with a good game. Should be safe.
Ooh, nice mixing strike from Sue.
A carry is that one.
Patrick Meeker still on a 279 pace. The defending champion doing the business when he needs to. Making it through each round. He's on 821 and he's still got 3 frames to go.
And another one from Neil. So he's going to finish up nicely with a 240 plus.
Patrick adds another one for 4 in a row. So you Patrick Meeker fans and family, the boy's doing well. Alexander Larson, yep, going okay. For the 10, it's going to be quite high, Rick. Front 7 now for Justin.
Yeah.
Keep your eye on that. And we'll just come down to this side of the house for a bit.
I think Sue just set the bubble 900.
Do you think? It's gone up that much? It could have done because Neil Sullivan's on 929.
Well, we've got quite a couple of players with 850 with still 2 frames to go and carry some strikes with it. So
it is flying up in this last game, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could be right there. Marco Landman on a 278 pace. Patrick Meeker also on a 279. Anzi needs to stay clean. He's on 857 with 2 frames still to go. He wants to pick up this spare. Oh, and he just almost chops it. It's away with it, comes back with a frown on his face.
So now let's start counting.
Yeah.
We got Marco.
Yep.
Safe.
Patrick, Andy, Marco, Sue, Neil. That's 5. And another 5.
We got
probably Stotty, possibly Amanda.
Justin.
Leaves another 2. Jonas, but Jonas has had a 170. He's probably going to drop out now. Jonas, he's had a
I think also Mark who was the bubble. Mark Muscat. He's going to be out.
It's getting tight, folks.
Yeah. Yeah. Struck again, Justin.
Front 8.
Yeah.
So we'll finish off what's going on down here, and we'll spin the camera back up onto Justin.
Yeah. If it was him, I would change ball now to see if he can get a little different shape for the next round.
It's going to be on fresh though, isn't it? I won't be changing anything at the moment.
Try at another ball. Just if you're listening.
Yeah. Don't bother with 300.
Yes.
And that's one kid that wouldn't listen to you on that. He throws them for fun.
So now you see all the bowlers are pointing away. Who? Did I make it? Did I make it?
That's everybody frantically looking up at the scores.
Yeah.
They'll all be around us in a minute because we'll nick the scores quickly. We'll get them to you very, very shortly. It looks like Patrick's safe. And he's still got a little bit of work to do.
Yes, he can't slip up.
881, needs to spare this, and good count in the 10th. And what happened there with Justin? Single pin.
Yeah.
Yeah, leaves a 10 pin. We'll come back down to this side of the house where all the excitement seems to be
I told him to change balls, but
you did. You called it. Marco Landman's done more than enough. 278.
oh, and Amanda opened.
Oh, what's she on?
And I can see, I don't know, what is 860? What does it say there?
It looks about that. 863, is it?
Yeah.
I can't quite see it. So she's got work to do now.
Well,
Yeah, Patrick's already on 908. Coming good when he needs to. Defending champion. I think he's got visions of trying to play Ramon in the final. But we're into match play next. 2-game total pinfall. And anything can happen then. Marco Landman, 278, goes around with his arms in the air. $973 for Marco, 982 for, 782. Get it right, 782 for Linden, he's out. Anzi, 902 with a couple of frames still to go, can tap out for a 227. Alex Christophe, we're going to say goodbye to. So I'll take this chance to thank Rick for staying on the commentary for this one, Rick.
yeah,
Thank
it was
you.
a pleasure.
We'll all
It's,
get a bit of a break, and we should be back at.
See, we can't
Just
say
after
that
1:30.
Marco can take over because looks like he's going to go to the next round.
No, he's doing all he can to stay out or doing some work
Yeah.
today. Fair play to him. So just waiting on Justin's lane to finish, and we're going to find out
Yeah.
if Amanda's made it.
Yeah. Could be that 900. Well, if it would be nice, but I don't think, because I don't think Amanda made 900. So we have Scotty 900 plus, Justin 900 plus,
Marco,
Patrick, Anzi, Michael Longman had it, Bjorn of course.
She's going to be borderline.
Yeah.
She could be the number.
Could be again.
912 for Anzi. Dan Balsam goes out. He can be quite happy the way they played. He's made it to final step 2, which is impressive in its own way. Come on, Starfish. Say people
They're still
at home.
bowling.
Dom, did you work out if you could scroll scores at the bottom of the screen? I think we can do it, but I need to double check with Simon. We're trying not to do too many things now. With the internet actually being stable, the CPU's running hot because we're running a lot of different things on it, virtual studios and all the rest of it. So we're trying not to knack up the stream, so to speak. So all the scores are now in. We've got one frame to finish on 15 and 16, and we'll have confirmation of the scores for you. And then we'll be off for half an hour. Just got to get the squad winner, get a quick interview, and get a photograph. Morning to Michael Rowe out there in Ireland. Hi, Mike. You all right? Looking forward to working with you again in January on the Storm Irish Open. So if anybody fancies a bit of freezing weather in January in Ireland, come on over. The scores just come in now. And Neil announcing them, so I might be able to just relay that to you unless you can hear him. Or I might be able to beat him to it if they come quick. Thank you very much. Yep, right, we've got them then. In first place, Bjorn Inar Rudshagen with a 259 average, 1038, and the number will go straight down. The number is Elko Gorta, and out goes Amanda Larkin Jonas Jurgen, Bart van Kerkoven, Mark Muscat, Lyndon Walters, Daniel Balsam, Alex Christophe and Maura Anastasi. So in top one was Bjorn on 1,038, Justin with 1,009, Marco Landman with 973, Alexander Larson with 948, Paul Stott with 940, Neil Sullivan with 929, Patrick Mika with 920, Anzi Grabrijan with 912, Suabella with 900, and 887 was the number, Elko.
Well, only 13 pins off, so.
And Amanda just misses out.
Yeah. So that means that Elko will play his
1v8, is it?
So he's going to play the first seed.
Sue's going to play Justin. Ooh. Anzi is going to play Marco. Patrick is going to play Alexander. And Neil is going to play Paul Stott, we think. If
depending if you are playing now, if the other ones are coming in.
Ah, there's the other players to come in, yeah.
Elko plays for both.
Yeah. We've got that wrong, didn't we? We'll be back in about half an hour's time then. So about 20 to 2 over here. Yeah, we might have got that wrong. We forgot about the seed. The seeds have got to come in, so it's not quite sure how it works out. But we'll have a list of who's playing who on our return. We've already... Bjorn, quick interview. I don't need a photo, but can you guys, please, get out of the way? I'll just hand over the headset to Bjorn. Right, 2 seconds, Bjorn. I don't need to change the details now because you've... oh, I do. I need to change it to squad. Final stage.
Yeah.
2 squad winner. Right, if you just sit up a little bit, Bjorn, and there we go. I think a little bit of noise on the picture, but that's not too bad. We'll get away with that. Right, so Bjarni and Arudsagen, 2 final step wins in a row.
Yeah.
And some good bowling again from you.
Yeah, starting to... Yeah, the game plan is working well and ball change is working perfectly, so get some breaks and then... Yeah.
Was that your game plan, just to go through the motions and go through each step and just make the cuts?
Yeah, just grind and it won't be that high as early week, so it's just grinding. And
what did you think the cut would be in that particular...
First, I think around 50, 60 hours.
Yeah.
And this one a bit higher. I don't know what the cut was now.
82, I think, 82, in the end.
Yeah,
so it was round about...
Yeah.
At that last game, it jumped up quite a lot because everybody started throwing 270s and stuff like that.
It's around there, I thought. 50 and then 80.
Did you kind of bowl the same step as you did before with the equipment and the way you played?
Yeah, same ball and some surface, some 1000 grit on the tribal fire. How to keep the speed and behind the ball and
Do you know who you're playing yet?
No,
in the?
I have no idea.
Well, we're all waiting to find out. So kind of doesn't really matter who you play. It's 2 game total.
Match play. Total? It's total?
I think 2 game total.
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
I think so. I could be wrong.
Yeah, hope so. It's a bit more fair.
Well, yeah, because it could be all over in one game, couldn't it? Well, it has to be 2 game total. Otherwise, it'd have to be 3, wouldn't it?
Yeah, best of 3.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
So it's 2 game total. So
yeah, that's all right.
Oh, that's good. We're going to get sick of interviewing you, aren't we? Because it's going to be every round now.
Could be a good habit.
Where are you next after this one?
I'll go to Japan.
Oh, you're going to Japan as well, yeah?
Yeah, in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Then I got some summer holiday, 2-3 weeks no bowling, and then the season starts again.
Back into the season again.
Yeah.
Well, good luck in the next few rounds, and we'll hope to talk to you again.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank
Cheers,
you.
bud. Bye-bye. So that just about confirms everything for this round. We'll be back in about half an hour's time, so don't go away. Well, go get something to eat and a drink and stuff, and then come back. We're going to finish with a quick advert, and we'll be back very shortly.
2. This is the first of the knockout stages. People playing according to their seeding positions over 2 games, total pinfall. The winners going through to the next stage. There will be a presentation this evening in the Intercontinental Hotel just across the road. That will be in the Chetin and the Jesuit Suite. From 7 p.m. onwards. There will be a DJ in attendance and also a pasta table. I think I should just clarify the tie-break rule for these knockout rounds, including the finals, because it does get a little bit confusing. There are different tie-break rules for the different stages. The rule states as follows: in the event of a tie in any of the knockout stages or grand final, a one-fall roll-off on a full set of pins will be played, repeated until the tie is broken. So if after both games the scores are obviously identical, including any ladies' bonuses of course, then there will be a one-fall roll-off on a full set of pins, repeated until the tie is broken. This applies for all stages from now onwards, all the way to the final. Okay, so everybody's clear on the tie-break rule. It is in the entry form, if you'd like to check that out. So as it's one bowler on each lane, you do have a 5-minute practice session, and we're switching the lanes on right now for practice. Everyone please stop practicing. One final reminder, we will not be redressing the legs between stage 3 and stage 4. We just have a very short break between those two stages and get underway with the top 8 bowlers in that session. And also, don't forget to play 2 games on the same pair. There'll be no moving between games. The ladies are now match play. Wish you the best of luck in good bowling.
Two. Okay, welcome back to the 2015 Malta Open live from the Eden Super Bowl. And where's my matchup sheet gone? Man, 2 seconds. So your matches in the final stage 3, top 16, 2-game knockout matches, total pinfall. Qualifiers 1 to 6 plus 10 from final stage 2. And we have, for your viewing entertainment, Ramon Hilferink, the #1 seed, against Elko Gorta in an all-Netherlands match. Annie Thorell against Sue Abella in an all-female match. The last 2 females in the tournament. Unfortunately, one of them's going to go out. Sweden and Malta playing each other. Kenneth Harper versus Anze Grabrijan, seeds 13 and 14, 3 and 14. Darren Cundy from England versus Patrick Mika, the defending champion from the Netherlands. And we've got Robert Thirlby from England against Neil Sullivan from Malta. Glenn Richardson, the surprise package this week, played really well against Ireland's Paul Stott Jr. And Bjorn Schagen from Norway against Alexandra Larsen. Justin Shikluna against Marco Landman. Thanks again to everybody that stuck around to watch the live stream. My name's Dom Gall from TalkTemping.net in conjunction with Dutch Bowling TV, Bowling Digital and QubicaAMF. So we're going to have to walk around and see all the scores the best we can. I can see 5 and 6 up to about 13 and 14. But we'll have scores after each game as they come in. So Neil Sullivan against Rob Thirlby. Neil opens up with a 9 miss and then a turkey. Rob with a spare 8-1 is or 6-1 and a strike 6-1 strike. So Neil with a slight lead in that first few frames. Anzi against Kenneth. Kenneth with a spare and a double. Anzi with a couple of spares and a strike. Tough match for Elko against the number 1 seed Ramon. But he's opened up with a strike 9 spare double as Elko. Ramon with a spare double 6 split 2. And then coming down to this side, Sue Abella with a 9 miss, which you don't see very often from Sue. Double and a 9. And Annie Thorell has opened up with a front 4. Patrick Mika has opened up with a front 4 against Darren Cundy, who has bowled a spare strike. It looks like a 7 split miss. 46 in the third. And then further afield, it looks like front 4 for Paul Stott Jr. against Glenn Richardson. Cundy strikes. Yeah, they're asking if there's any live scoring. Unfortunately, no live scoring. So we're going to have to give you the scores the best we can. There's just me here at the minute. No commentary partner at the moment. Yeah, get the pen and paper out. Annie Thorell after the first 4 leaves a single pin. You see in red there with a blonde hair. And Ramon with another split and Elko with a split. Hot favourite Ramon. Probably most people would give Elko no chance in this match, but he's been playing well in the previous 2 rounds to get this far. I think I'm right in saying it's the furthest Elko's been in the tournament in the years that he's come. Loves the squad, does Elko. He played a few squads this week to qualify, but he's come good in the finals. Patrick Mika, front 5, making light work of it. It's a tough match against Darren Cundy. But is it worth it, getting in the top 6? We'll soon find out for some of the seeds. It's very possible that they'll go out straight away. You never know. So Cundy with a lot to do in this first game. Working a strike and looking for a double in frame 5. Goes through his process. Yeah, and a good shot from Darren, finding his feet now. The way Patrick's bowling at the moment, Darren has just got to keep as close as he can. Yeah, he can do, yeah. We're going to be joined by Rick again. Rick Vogelsang, the coach of Malta and Switzerland. He's just getting his headset on now. So
Test.
Rick,
Yep.
welcome back. Thank you. So a few interesting matchups there, Rick.
Well, if we want to see some 300s, a couple of them are on track. We've got Justin, Paul Scott, Patrick Necker.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh, not anymore. Patrick.
a split for Patrick.
Yeah.
Baby split with the 7-pin there. Gives Darren a chance. Kenneth Harper going well.
Yes.
Against Anzi. Opens up with a 9 spare 4-bagger. And looks like Neil Sullivan's
He misses the. I think he opened the first frame and
5 strikes.
5 strikes. So
Yeah, he's pushing Rob early on. Difficult for the seeded players now coming in. They've had no match practice today, other than the practice at the beginning of the squad.
yeah,
So a lot of the other players are
already
warmed up.
Yeah, they already have some games under the belly or under the belt.
A shame to see the two ladies playing each other early on.
Yeah.
And a tough match for Sue, because Annie's
Yeah,
been,
she's gonna have her hands full
Annie's
with
been
that little
really
girl.
good. We spoke to Annie after the squad win, and she said she doesn't play much in Europe due to funding. She's not a Swedish bowler I'd seen much about. She's not. I don't think she's in the national team, or I've not seen her in the national. Get the words out, national team. But the girl can play,
Yes.
and she's Swedish, so you kind of know she's going to be fairly talented. There's no bad eggs in that country, that's for sure. Drills the pocket, leaves the 10-pin.
Yeah, it's. Oh, Elko. Oh, just nipped it. Nipped it. Looks like Darren got the swing back again. He was struggling even during warm up, but
Yeah, 4 in a row now for Darren. Are you watching Joe? His good wife out there in the UK, Joe Cundy, formerly Joe Harris, and one of the best UK female players the country's ever had. Not sure if she might be overtaken by Lisa John now, but she had the most domestic wins of any female player. Over 35 or more tournament wins in the UK.
well, if the little boy of Kenneth is watching and listening, Daddy's doing good.
Just a bit. Oh, and he played the Under-21 World Cup last year, apparently. She's good. Let's leave it at that.
Yes.
No easy matches now, though.
No, but looks like Justin is going strong.
We need a pen and a piece of paper, don't we, to keep hold of some scores.
I think he's got the front 8
Wow.
or 9. Yeah, I think he's got the front 9. So maybe it's we will see if we can move the camera to lane 16 and I think he's played 17-18. I think he plays. Yeah.
There we go. So into final round 3. The proper business end of the tournament. 2-game total.
Well, Annie, by missing the 10-pin, the 7th frame made it a bit, opened the door a little bit again for Sue. So Ramon is warming up.
Yeah, starting to strike now after a couple of splits. He won't even know what his score is at the moment until
No,
until the end of 2 games,
yes,
probably.
Yes. Probably I have to tell Ramon, okay, now listen, your game is over. It's now time to stop. He doesn't watch the scores, doesn't know which frame he's in, and also doesn't want to look to his opponent when he's playing.
No, he doesn't, does he? He's just no, totally
it's all
doing his own thing.
Yep. Yeah.
But having said that, though, when he's not playing, he's like a sponge. He's watching everything.
Yes, he wants to see what's going on. Oh, Sue carried it this time, the 10-pin. So, yep. It's foundation frame time.
So it looks like Neil Sullivan's got the run of Rob Thirlby at the moment. Not by a lot, though, like 30 pins or something.
Yeah, but you know, to be very honest, it's what the most of the bowlers are waiting for. These kind of matches, you know, 1-to-1.
Yeah.
You know, that's where you're training for.
No, there's not much room for error now with just the 2 games.
Just missed the 10-pin.
Justin's got a tough match against Marco. But we'll get the scores after each game. If you get your pens and papers, listen to the scores that we're giving you, so you've got a rough idea at home. And then you won't need to ask too much. You'll probably be able to advise us what the scores are.
Yeah. Well, Ramon turned the game around for Elko. Elko was in the lead until solid, you know, until the fourth frame, and
Elko was winning until the 4th frame, and that's as close as it's going to get, I think, for Elko.
Well, then Ramon warmed up and got his mojo working.
Yeah. Skull292 says, Dom O'Neill, has Stotty been wearing his football shirts all week over there?
Who?
Stotty, has he been wearing football shirts? Yes. I don't know, really. His bowling shirts on he's got, but I don't
looks like
seen
he's
it
got a
football.
Maltese flag on it.
It looks like a Maltese flag, doesn't it? I think this one's over already with Ramon and Elko.
Yep.
Elko's going to have to put a good game in. He's only going to finish with about 178 if he strikes out, which he's likely to do at the moment. He's got the first 2 in. But Ramon, even with those 2 splits, he's going to bowl about a 216-ish, yeah. 217.
No,
yeah,
216.
Yeah, he'll take the 2. So a decent lead for Ramon after game 1. You don't want to be too far away from Ramon. Picks up 2 of them. Ooh, gets a bounce out, but just gets the 2. Annie Thorell's got the edge over Sue at the moment. Patrick with a slight lead over Darren. Kenneth with a good lead over Anzi. Rob Thirlby, what's he finished with? .258 for Neil Sullivan.
Oh, yes.
And I think 194 for Rob.
So
Neil Sullivan with a good 60-pin lead over Rob Thirlby.
So she's still in the match.
178 for Elko.
235 for Annie.
And a 216 for Ramon.
Best Sue can do is 227. So, well, sorry, 243, including bonus for Annie.
Yeah. Sue coming back.
Yeah, she can. No.
7 split.
So it's gonna. But still, yeah.
About 223 then
Yeah.
for Sue. That's
Two-
not bad. She's only 20 sticks behind.
Yeah, that's.
I think that's the key in games like this, just to be fairly close, not be too many pins away. It can all be over by the 5th frame if somebody's bowled a massive game and you've had a 180. So yep, 223 for Sue. Patrick's finishing with a 224 and Darren with a
219, 222.
222. Just the 2 pins in it.
Yeah. Well, even with the match, it's 12 pins between Sue and Annie, so it's not. You keep it as close as possible.
Kenneth with a 248. And a 206 for Anzi.
With 1 frame to go, so
Oh, they've still got-
216. So he
Oh, it's
can
got
go
his frame,
216. Yeah.
216, yeah. Sorry, I missed that. Glenn and opponent we can't see at the moment. Glenn and Paul Stock Jr., but we'll get confirmation of scores from reception in a moment. We're just waiting on. I don't think we're waiting on it. Oh no, we're just waiting on Anzi's lane to finish. Sue opens up the strike, as does Annie.
It's
Are you okay, Annie? Get some scores after the first game now. Yeah, unfortunately we can't really see 15, 16, 17 and 18 scores so well. Forgot to bring my binoculars. Ramon opens up with the front 2. Oh, that was wide. But back in, rips the rack.
missed it by that much, but
Yeah, Ramon's had a few troubles in life as well, Ricky. I think he had major brain surgery a few years ago. And
yes, I think it was that. I think the first time he came here, what was it, 2 years ago?
yeah,
I think it was that he just came, just recovered from it, and from there on it was all good.
so just looking through some scores now. We've just got them. Glenn Richardson had a 200 and Paul Stock Jr. with a 258, so a good 58 pin lead. Bjorn Rudshagen had a 216 and Alexander Larsen 182. Justin Shikluna was the top man there with 267, and Marco Landman, who may well be back commentating shortly, 203. Ramon Hilferink, we had 216, yeah. Elko with a 178. So yeah, at the moment Ramon with about 38 pin lead over Elko, but stretching away now with the front 4. Annie Thorell with 20 pins over Sue. Kenneth Harper with 32 pins over Kenneth Harper, 32 pins over Anzi. 2 pin game for Mika and Kundi in favour of Patrick. 62 pin lead for Neil Sullivan over Rob Thirlby after the first game. Yeah, as we said, 58 pins lead for Paul Stott against Glenn Richardson. And Bjorn Chagan, 34 pins ahead of Alexandra Larsson. And Marco Landman, 64 pins behind Justin Cicluna. And there we go. Internet was fine until this point. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry about that, internet that broke down then. We've been pretty good up until now. But we'll run through it again. Ramon is leading against Elko. Annie leading against Sue. Kenneth Harper leading against Anzi Grabajam. Darren Cundy just 2 pins behind Patrick Meeker. Rob Thirlby losing to Neil Sullivan. Paul Stott Jr. with a good lead over Glenn Richardson. Bjorn Ruchagan with a small lead, 30 odd pins with Alexandra Larsson, and Justin with a 64 pin lead over Marco Landman after game 1. And if we had it as a squad, Justin with 267 would have been leading, with Stotty in second on 258 and Neil Sullivan on 258. Ramon front 4, 9 spare, and it's all over. Yeah, so it's just knockout 2 games, and the highest total over the 2 games goes through. So Ramon on the 279. Elko's going to sadly leave the tournament. All to play for in the match between Annie and Sue. Patrick has opened up with a split and then turkey, but Darren Cundy on a 279 pace turkey, 9 spare. That one's still all to play for. Kenneth Harper's gone front 3 and Anzi double 9 spare. As Kenneth leaves a 10 pin, so well in hand for Kenneth. Neil Sullivan having a bit of a nightmare in this game now, and opening the door for Rob Thirlby. 86 in the 5th for Neil Sullivan, and Rob Thirlby on 108 in the 5th. So Rob beginning to make moves back on Neil Sullivan. And unfortunately we cannot see the scores up the top there. We'll bring the camera down to this side of the house. I don't think we'll be interviewing, well, we certainly won't be interviewing a squad or a block leader. We might interview at least one person in the virtual studio, depending on the matches.
No, the game between Kenneth and Anzi is heating up as well. Same here with on lane 11 and 12 with Sue and Annie. Annie opened 3 frames in a row.
I just confirm out there if everything's okay. The picture did go down. We had to just reset it slightly. Thirlby coming back at Neil Sullivan. Kenneth and Anzi both on a 279 pace. Anzi has Anzi a good 32 pins behind still.
Okay.
Kenneth Harper not giving him a chance.
Yeah. Sue converted the spare, so she jumped ahead now.
Yeah, 2 9 misses for Annie. That's not seen much of that from her this week. It could be a case of experience here for Suabella that will see her through. I would think Annie is more nervous than Sue, that's for sure. Darren Cundy rips the rack.
Yeah.
As he comes back at Patrick. Only 2 pins behind after the first game. Both players,
I think,
going
also
strong. 1 pin game there at the moment, so in favour of Darren, so he's pulled 1 pin back. The 1 pin down overall.
looks like Justin is struggling a bit on 17-18.
Yeah, Justin had a good 64 pin lead though. Patrick leaves a 10 pin and opens the door for Darren Cundy now. Darren needing to strike to give himself some breathing space over the defending champion. I would think when Patrick saw the draw and he saw he got Darren, he might not have been too happy with that one.
And I've seen Darren first time at the Commonwealth Games in Northern Ireland, and I was impressed with the way he was bowling, the style. And
I often say on live streams, Rick, he's the most technically gifted player in the UK by a street mile.
yeah, he has, you can see that the coaching style of Mario Joseph.
Yeah.
Same with the lad from Cyprus, who unfortunately didn't make it because of the miscalculation.
We've kind of spoken about coaches and stuff being good coaches, and you can say you're a good coach, but where's your proof? And as far as Mario's concerned, there's his proof.
Yeah, he had 2 here this weekend, and it was fun to watch.
4th and 5th, 2 players that Mario's coached in his lifetime. Oh, rips a rack but leaves a 7 pin. Could have done with a double there, so it still keeps Patrick in the game. Kind of torn between that one though, because I like both of them. I'd have to edge towards my countryman, of course.
Sue with a double. Keeps the pressure on.
Yeah, Sue beginning to pull away now.
Well,
I think she was 20 pins down after the first one.
yeah, she's
Yeah,
now 20
exactly
ahead.
20 ahead, so we're all level there. Big crowd now watching. Ah, right. So Kenneth 377 against Anzi's 332.
Correct.
392 for Ramon against 344 for Elko. We're going to say sadly bye-bye Elko. Well done. 400 for Neil Sullivan and 368 for Rob Thirlby. But there's just a frame to go. And it looks like we're going to say goodbye to Rob Thirlby, despite 170 from... Oh, maybe not yet. Rob's going to have to go off the sheet. Oh, and there's the first one. But it looks like he's playing with a face that's lost. Looks like Neil Sullivan has taken out Rob. We'll get confirmation of that in a moment.
I think Marco will do the commentator later on.
Yeah, Justin taking out Marco.
Yes, I think so.
We'll get confirmation of scores, but we'll let you know who's won. Very quick block, this one. Still all to play for between Suabella and Annie Thorell.
8 for Darren.
So yeah, one of the seeds is out. Rob Thirlby's gone out to Neil Sullivan. And still all to play for in these other ones.
Yes. Also,
Elko's gone.
is out.
He can hold his head up high though, he's played well. Anzi with a hell of a lot to do. He's going to have to go off the sheet and hope that Kenneth's wheels fall off.
Kenneth went pocket 7-10. Ooh, just got the 7. Leave the 10 pin.
It looks like Paul Stott's taken out Glenn Richardson, judging by the body language of Glenn. He can hold his head up high. He's done well to get this far. But it's true what they say. He's all right getting that top 6 place, but doesn't necessarily mean that he gives it through.
Good shot. Good shot.
Sue now got the upper hand over Annie. And it's still super tight between
13 pins.
Super tight between Patrick and Darren. We don't know about Bjorn and Alexandra, do we? Alexander.
Nope.
Bjorn, anywhere that we can ask?
Well, and he struck in the 10th, so
still tight.
yeah.
So on the board at the bottom, we've got Annie Thorell at 433 and Sue at 426.
Needs to get a good
Sue
mark here.
could do with a double just to see it out the Swede. Big shout for Anzi as he tries to come back at Kenneth. 30 pins in it. Sue leaves a 10 pin. 444 now plays 433 in favour of the Queen of the Mediterranean.
Yeah. She needs to strike, Annie.
Anzi with a turkey, coming back strong at Kenneth Harper. And a good strike from Annie. And can you see Darren and Rick there? Darren and
490, 417, but Darren has still a frame to go. Yes, she got it. Yes, Sue got the spare. So
looks like Darren's going to take out the defending champion.
So
oh yeah, definitely.
Looks
An
like
open frame for Patrick. Sorry.
Looks like Sue just got enough. Well,
good finish from Annie. Puts 453 on the board, which leaves Sue needing
8 pins.
8 pins.
Anzi missed the 10th frame.
Anzi goes out. And Sue goes through to the next round.
So we still got some Maltese bowlers.
Yeah. So we've got it down as Ramon through, Sue Abella, Kenneth Harper, Darren Cundy, Neil Sullivan, Paul Stott, Justin Chicluna, and we're uncertain about Bjorn and Alexander at the moment. Bjorn. Yep, Bjorn.
Was Bjorn? That was for Latvia or this way?
Sweden.
As well. Okay.
So the last eight are going to be Ramon Hilferink, Sue Abella, Kenneth Harper, Darren Cundy, Neil Sullivan, Paul Stott Jr., Bjorn Rodchagen, and Justin Shikluna.
Okay. Short break.
Yep, short break. So we'll knock off the record. We'll leave it. I don't think it's long at all because we've got no
oiling.
There's no oiling. So if you come back in keep watching, about 10-15 minutes, we should be into the next round.
Yeah. So people, they can go to the fridge, get a Heineken.
Yeah. or any other brand for that matter.
Yes. Or Sisk here in Malta.
Sisk, yeah.
Final stage 4.
So confirm again: Ramon Hilferink, Sue Bella, Kenneth Harper, Darren Cundy, Justin Shikluna, Bjorn Rodchagen, Paul Stott, and Neil Sullivan. And we'll be back very shortly.